Vanessa from here in Las Vegas. Vanessa with Coldwell Banker Premium Realty. Yay! So I'm bringing to you today a public service announcement. As I believe it, I'm going to speak about 3 of the myths that are people are talking about and clear them up in the real estate market today, and they're myths. So I'll do this video in less than 10 minutes. So here I go. First of all, there are many conflicting headlines when it comes to describing the real estate market. Some are making comparisons to what the market was like 10 years ago and are starting to believe that maybe doomed for another housing crisis. Others are just plain wrong when it comes to what it takes to qualify for a mortgage in today's economy. So what I want to do right now is to clear the air by shedding some light on what's causing some of these headlines, as well as really, truly what is going on. So here we go, folks. Myth number 1, all right? We are heading for another housing bubble. Oh no, the sky is falling. I think that's what Chicken Little said. Home prices have appreciated year over year for 76 consecutive months. Many areas of the country are at or near their peak prices achieved before the last housing bubble burst. This has many worried and that we're heading towards this housing bubble. So guess what? The reality, it's so simple, guys. It's so simple. It's called supply and demand. The biggest challenge facing today's real estate market is the lack of homes for sale. Demand is strong and supply is low. And we have renters that are now just getting off that fence, jumping into the housing market. So historically, a normal market requires 6 months supply of inventory in order for prices to rise in conjunction with the rate of inflation. So according to the National Association of Realtors, and that's NAR for some people, there is currently a 4.3 month supply of inventory that's out there. Now I am speaking about the national market right now. On a local level, it correlates very similarly, actually. So our numbers, if you're at the 290,000, which is our median price point here in Las Vegas, some are experiencing, a couple months inventory. So it's critical, really it is. So on a national level, we have 4.3 months supply of inventory. The U.S. housing market hasn't had 6 months of inventory since August 2012. The concept of supply and demand is what is driving these prices up. And we have demand, it's high. We have supply that's low. Excuse me. I feel like I need to get some water. Hold on, guys. Oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I'm talking too much. Okay. Coming back. Oh. Hi, I'm back. Okay. Excuse me. Now I have completely confused my gimbal that is shooting this scene. All right. Okay, so we're talking about inventory. Gosh, I have this in under 10 minutes. Okay, just reminding everyone out there. So with this being said, this is what is driving our prices up right now. So moving on to myth number 2. So the rumored recession will cause the next housing crisis, and the housing crash, I should say. So economists and analysts know that the country has experienced economic growth for almost a decade. That's fantastic. Almost a decade. Now, when this happens, they also know a recession is not far behind, okay? But what is a recession? So let's bite into what the dictionary says a recession is, all right? So here it is. Merriam-Webster, quote unquote, defines a recession as a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in GDP, which is gross domestic product. That's what that acronym stands for, in 2 consecutive quarters. Now, reality, recession does not equal housing crisis. Many people associate the two terms with one another because, the last time we had a housing recession, it was caused by a housing crisis. So according to the Federal Reserve, over the last 40 years, there have been 6, and I repeat, 6 recessions. In each of the previous 5 recessions, home values have appreciated. That's phenomenal. That's great news. That's good. That's healthy. So, rising home prices. My goodness, excuse me once again. Okay, I'm ready to go. We're going on to myth number 3, everybody. There is the third myth is that there is an affordability crisis looming. All right, so rising home prices may concern that the average family will no longer be able to afford their precious piece of American dream, and that's home ownership. There are many different affordability indexes supported by different organizations that all measure different data. So for this reason, there is a lot of confusion about what affordable really actually means. So let me define that. Let me go further into that. The monthly cost of a home is determined by the home's price and the interest rate on that mortgage used to purchase it. So according to Freddie Mac, interest rates have risen from 3.95 in January up to 4.95 just recently. So reality, as we mentioned earlier, home prices have appreciated year over year for the last 76 months, largely driven by demand and low supply. According to, this is interesting actually, according to a recent study by Zillow, the percentage of a median income necessary to buy a home in today's market is 17.1%. And that is well below the mark we reached in from 1985 to 2000, which was 21%, as well as the mark we reached in 2006, which was 25.4%. So interest rates would have to increase to 6% before buying a home would be less affordable than these historic norms, okay? The starter home market has appreciated at higher levels, on 9.4% year over year than any other market. One reason for this is the fact that many of these first-time home buyers who have flocked to starter home market are being met with high competition. Typical to the resale market, once again, supply and demand. For some hopeful buyers, it may take more than a good offer to stand out from the crowd. So, what's this mean? Bottom line, there is a lot of confusion in today's real estate market. If your future plans include buying or selling, well then let's make sure you are in the hands of a trusted advisor and a market expert. Me. I am one of them. So with that being said, if you have any further questions, please leave your comments. Please reach out to me. My contact information is also just below. I just feel it is very, very important that you have someone by your side, step by step, guiding you through this market and what to expect so that you make the best decision possible for your family. That's it. How much I did? I did it under 10 minutes. Actually, it's just over 9. 9.2, I think, is what I can read here with my bifocals. So everyone have a wonderful day, and I look forward to bringing you more insightful information moving into next week. All right. Bye, guys.